Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens.
Wait, what? I'm gonna plug in my controller.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field.
Your account actually got banned
an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Finding room for the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7.
26 passing yards for Kirk Cousins.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. On the return, Devin Duvernay.
Wait, what? Cannon, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
What is that?
Throwing to start the drive. Jackson, flush to his right.
Oh, yeah.
This is Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
That's right, when a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
What are you playing on there?
Now Dobbins again on second down. They'll take it into the end end zone for
Hey, yo.
Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
What did you mean this? What did you mean to change it to? And you only had a PlayStation for a year. What are you talking about?
And good. So
what? No, it hasn't been no 4 years. You told me it was a year. Oh.
Here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
That's 72.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Right up the middle.
Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action now. Cousins steps away to his left. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Right?
Seven, our score after 1.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't really care about trophies. Just play the games. Seven. The first quarter. Vikings. Down at the 8.
They'll run with Cook.
And Dalvin
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14.
That will eat your brains.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Skinny thing that be eating
On the return
brains.
is Duvernay. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball.
And I'm making a video. So
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run.
Are you
with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's
okay, don't make things suck.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Okay. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right
there. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, actually, it doesn't.
Edwards, touchdown, Baltimore.
It doesn't.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now.
You guys both can.
And they got it done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit like a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Shit, gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 132 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make... ...21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Yeah.
Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Calais Campbell on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 176 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play fake. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. We now proceed. Start of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
What?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Hit as he throws.
And this one nearly intercepted. But instead it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I'm third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Eric Tomlinson, 56 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Tucker with the extra point. And that
That's what I tried to tell him until he punched himself in the nose 25,000 times.
Tucker now to kick it away following the
the same
touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
I thought he was going to say your
last time
mom.
they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
What is he sniffing?
They go play action. Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get into
Touchdown,
the end zone.
Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that one gives him a 3-point.
Hey, yo.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off on a touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Yeah.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Okay.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Yeah.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead.
Bro, I can't explain. I'm doing a video.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Explain what?
Down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
What?
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
Looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because
at least you're not playing it out.
For wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Cook running right.
Yeah.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And the third quarter, 35
here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, yeah.
They run it again with Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Cousins on first down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
No, I like what
you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Cousins. Dancing to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
We dominate today. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On play action, Cousins. Being chased out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On what?
On first down, Cook. And he
You're not the
will
only
score.
one.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep trying.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Jackson on first down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Buying time to his left.
He got clobbered from the backside.
15 before they drop it.
Not like that, dude.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra.
What?
4-point game.
Become a YouTuber that catches
people following the touchdown.
What's it called?
Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, dangerous for this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Discord.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space down just beyond the 35. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got this to Jefferson. And
he goes out of bounds
all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for Minnesota. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score,
they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The extra point. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off on the touchdown. The return is Duvernay. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by a field goal, 20 seconds to go. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now a carry for Dobbins. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
They
so
iced
now
it.
with 6
They
seconds
iced
remaining,
Justin
we get a
Tucker.
timeout on the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Wait, what? And it is good! With 1 second left.
7 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
Bro, stop. What? What?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Oh my God, no.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
What?
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
Dude, they're already in
to the
field
other
goal
side of
range.
midfield before going in. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. On second down, Dobbins, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Yeah.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know I heard you.
They go play action with Jackson.
He throws it, caught. Ravens win.
Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done,
51-45.
but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to really go with what we were.
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this.
And the Ravens, I mean, the Vikings shouldn't be disappointed. They gave us an entertaining game. 51-45 is the score. Thank you guys for watching.
That's the way we play in the NFL.
Hope you enjoyed.
But the execution